Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. Got a big show lined up for you. Let's get right on into it. All right, let's pull up the screen. Ah, yes, mighty Ilus jumps again in the shorts. They're so angry. Whoa, they're very upset. So let's get into mighty Ilus.
Mighty Isis.
That's right, that's mighty ISIS back in the 70s. But anyway, you get the point. All right, so let's see what's going on with our stock today. And once again, we had another big day, almost 9% jump up to 19 cents. And we talked about it yesterday. And you can see what it's done. It grabbed and it ran up and it hit this little bump right here. And we'll draw that in. And there it sits. It actually got up to almost 20 today. I think it did. And now it's sitting on that little bit of support or resistance, depending on how you look at it. I think it's probably support. But anyway, the next step after that is 22. But anyway, it did hit 20 today. And look, if you bought at 11 like we talked about the other day, and I bought at 11 and I missed it in my Roth IRA, and I'm still angry about that. Irritated, because right now I'd be up over 80%. Perfect swing trade. In less than a week, I could have 80% in my money. But it didn't go through because it happens sometimes. You put your buy price above the ask price, think it's going to go through, and you're on to buying other stocks, and it doesn't go. But anyway, so be it. But if you did that, buying at 11, like we talked about, and then you sold at 20, well, you made over 80% on your swing trade. So if you don't make money on that deal, then that's up to you. You know, you blew it kind of like I blew it. But anyway, let's see where we're at. Anyway, we're sitting at 19 right now, and it's had a great run. It ran from that 11 we looked at all the way up to 19. And the next move for it is probably going to be 22 if it continues to run. There's a little tiny bit right there at 20, but I think that's where it bumped its head. But probably the next move is going to be at this 22 if it continues to run. And oh, the shorts are so angry. Let's look at the shorts. Oh, yeah, there they sit. They were up to 59% yesterday, today, or 2 days ago, and now they're at 46%. They're very angry. And you can see them on stock twits, though. They're trying to attack Ilus every chance they get because they're having to cover. And remember, when a short shows up, here's what this person's doing, he or she. They're renting a stock from somebody that's holding long-term. They pay them a percentage. And their goal is for this stock to go down. And what they do is they immediately run and scurry over and sell that stock immediately. And then they try to buy it back later at a lower price. And that difference is their profit. So they'll go onto social media, Twitter, stock twits, whatever, and oh, Ilus is this and Ilus is that. I think that's the sound they make. Well, anyway, their goal is to run it down. So you'll see a lot of anger and hate and all that crap. And then they buy it back and they get to keep the difference. If it runs up, oh crap, now they got to cover because they scurry over again and they go, oh God, I'm going to lose all this money. I better buy. And you get a little short squeeze. So this is a lot of short volume right here. A lot of short volume. So they better be careful. There might be a little short squeeze in Ilus because it's not your ordinary OTC stock. Now, they were part of the Emerging Growth Conference today. I didn't get to watch it. I was out playing golf, having a good time in 72-degree weather. So you want to blame me for that, so be it. And I can't watch it until it gets put back into their data room or their whatever they call it. And I'll watch it then. I've tried to find it in a couple places. It wasn't there. And I did see on Twitter where they showed their new offices in Dubai. It's very attractive, very nice offices. And, you know, they continue to show how credible they are. Not concerned about that. But I will watch that. And it was J.P. Backwell. I did see somebody put a screenshot in there of J.P. Backwell in that conference. So, you know, he's good. He's very good at what he does. But probably the most important thing that Ilus has done, in my opinion, as somebody that follows penny stocks on a very regular basis, and if there are any CEOs out there that are operating penny stocks, learn from this. Learn from this one thing. Look here. This is from Nick Link, the CEO of Ilus, and he put this out April 5th of last year. My holding company holds 390 million common shares. all of the preferred A shares, all the preferred D shares, and all the preferred E shares. We have not sold a share and do not have plans to sell any. Rest assured, our interests are mutually aligned, obviously, with the stockholder. I can't emphasize that enough. Learn from this. If you want your stock to do well, tie up those preferred shares and speak to your investors and let them know you're not going to swoop in there with a bunch of preferred shares and hurt you. So I got to give that guy credit for that. The one negative I'll say is they need to update these shares. We know the outstanding shares have not been updated since November, and they've talked about getting to 1 billion shares instead of 1.2, and we believe they've reduced those some because Nick Link can do that with just the common shares that he's got. But I'd like to see this updated on the OTC markets because it's annoying the crap out of me. So anyway, it's had a great run, yet another, 8-9% today. So if you have not taken profit on this, that's okay. That's up to you. You've had the opportunity. So I don't want you coming back later and giving me a bunch of grief if it does pull back. I'm not saying it will. It might just continue to run back up to 50 cents. We'll see how this all plays out. But, you need to be careful right now. This is a dangerous time with the Ukraine situation. That's an absolute nightmare. And so just remember that, this is investing in a penny stock.
Message.
All right, folks, and that's Mighty Ilus jumps yet again. And if you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. Lets me know to continue to cover Ilus. And if you haven't subscribed, well, I don't know why you haven't subscribed. Hit that button. It didn't cost you anything. Anyway, we'll see you next time on Mr. Frugal Investor.